Oh, hello. Welcome to Nigel's Joys. I am going to show you a quick and easy trick to skin some almonds. Now, sometimes you can't get skinned almonds at the grocery store, and instead of hunting all over town for them, I thought I'd show you how to skin them instead. It actually doesn't take that long, and then after you skin them, you can roast them, you can do whatever you want with them. But this is a quick little video to show you how to skin or peel almonds.
Now, before we begin, as you know, I always like to scribble it down so I can get my thoughts in order. So, without much further ado, let's get this show on the road.
Hello, good afternoon. So as I said, I'm going to be doing skinned almonds today, and it's the easiest thing on earth, it really is. Here we are, a bag of almonds. What we're going to do is basically just boil the water. So we need some water. This is my filtered water. I'm going to put it into a pot. And we're going to give it a boil right over here.
Hey, so while we're waiting for that next step, this was a big lesson for me. When you are angry, mind your temper. I had a huge problem with this. I had major anger management issues. You can call it pop psychology if you'd like, but I think growing up, I had the impression that I had to be okay all the time. And eventually I sort of pushed down all that anger and that frustration and hurt and disappointment and everything without being able to articulate it. That's a story for another day, but without being able to articulate it, and eventually everything, I was just either happy or I was angry. And when I was angry, I used to lash out at those closest to me. And I think it's important that we realize eventually, after a lot of talk therapy, a lot of soul searching, reflection, that anger is okay. You know, it's okay to feel angry. We're human, but it's what we do with it that counts. Do we lash out at those closest to us, or do we just take a breath, walk away, and think about what it is that has made us angry? Let me tell you, it was not an easy journey. Actually, thinking back, and it still makes me quite emotional. But at the end of the day, I worked it out. I still have to manage my anger, but I know what to do with it now. And most of the time when I get angry, I either just walk away or I take a breath. And actually, I've learned how to reframe my mind. It's not an easy thing to do, but when you start to reframe how you think, how the issues actually affect you, you actually can get a very calm view of what's going on around you. And 99.999% of the time, there's absolutely no need to get angry. It's just a waste of energy. So, in any case, that's my thought of the day. When you are angry, mind your temper.
And while that is being boiled, we'll cut the bag and get this all ready to pour in to my boiling water. Once the water starts boiling, we are going to chuck the almonds in and boil it just for 1 minute.
me a follow on Instagram Twitter and Facebook at Nigel Skelchie.
What we're going to do is, once the water starts boiling, we're going to just chuck the almonds in and boil it for 1 minute. Don't cook it any longer or you will cook the almonds. You don't want to do that. So 1 minute, and then it gets strained, and once it's strained, we chuck it into some cool water to stop the cooking process as much as possible, as well as pop the skins off. You'll see how that goes in a minute.
Go on, subscribe, like, and click the notify bell, and please leave a comment below. You know you want to.
After that, what we're going to do is strain it out, put it in some cool water, and when that is done and it's stopped the cooking, we'll start squidging them out. And why do I use the word squidging? You'll see. I don't know if you can hear that actually. But the pot's whistling away. I'm ready to get those almonds going. And here we go. So, 1 minute.
1 minute later.
So we're going to basically skin the almonds. I'm going to pour off the hot water while straining it. And then we're going to put it in some cool water. You can use tap water if you'd like. Our tap water here is filtered, so I'm good with that. Once you're done with that, you want to strain it out again. And you're good to go. It's really quite easy to squidge them out. What you want to do is just take one and literally give them a quick rub. And that's it. Skin off. And you keep repeating until all of them are in here. You can speed up the process a bit. But yeah, take a handful, put it into a bit of cloth, wrap it up, make sure that it's wrapped up loosely, okay, like this. And then just rub it around vigorously. The drawback of this is that sometimes you do end up with broken ones. And because I'm trying to make sure that they all stay whole so that I can use them in lovely Christmas cakes, fruit cakes, or whatever, what have you. Yeah, but there we go. Lots of peeled ones already. Lots of them. It does relieve the monotony just somewhat. We're almost done. I've drained all the water, nuts are all skinned, and we're going to put them into a roasting tray and chuck them in the oven for about 25 minutes at about 175 C, that's about 350 degrees Celsius. You want them a light brown, you don't want them too toasty. So a light golden, until you can smell that nutty fragrance. We're in, and we're going to go in. So here we go. And as you can see, the light has gone off. If I put it up a little bit more, the light comes on. So basically that means the oven is ready. So transfer this to a plate to allow it to cool down. And there you have it, skinned and roasted almonds.
I wish you could smell these. But having said that, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Nigel's Joys.